What is up, real estate family? My name is Mr. W and welcome to my YouTube channel. Now, if you are a real estate agent or a real estate broker and you want to achieve two things, okay? If you want to generate more leads and close more deals, and sit back, relax, because this Realtor Facebook ad spend calculator is going to essentially show you how you can basically get as many leads, or let me rather say, get to your overall goal, right? Yearly goal. If you want to make 6 figures or even 7 figures a year, even 8 figures, right? With just using this Facebook ad spend calculator. Okay, so shout out to the guys at Rainmaker. So they're also another agency that provides real estate lead generation services. And prior to learning about them and really just looking at their course, because that's what I do. I always research courses, look at what other real estate agencies are doing, how are they improving their processes, because that helps me in turn become much better. So before I would work with my clients, I'd obviously need to explain, that, okay, this is how much we charge, okay? And if you obviously want to generate leads, you need to spend some money, right, in order for you to generate these leads, okay? Now, it becomes rather arduous because it is a little bit of a complicated process, and I'm actually going to go through this whole process with you right now. It is a little bit of an arduous process trying to get them to understand the numbers. So I really do want you guys to understand the numbers and see how the numbers work, because once you understand how the numbers work, it really is all just about the numbers. Once you've locked in the numbers, then it's easier for you to start seeing a predictable method on how you can actually generate 1,000 leads, or how to make $1 million a year, or how to make 100,000 a year. 6 figures is actually quite easy, and I'm going to show you with this very simple example. Okay, so before we get to this example, I need to quickly just give you a rundown of how it works. Okay, so for those who haven't been watching my videos, let's just say it's the first time you are on my channel, and you're hearing about Facebook advertising, or you've got mixed feelings about Facebook advertising. Maybe you've tried to boost Facebook advertising and things didn't work out for you, and you're just unsure of it. I can guarantee you right now, Facebook advertising works. That is our bread and butter, because we've tried Google ads, we've even tried traditional marketing, we've tried list farming, we've tried doing cold calling services, cold email services, and nothing is as predictable as Facebook. Okay, why? Because Facebook serves as a machine. Okay, and what this machine does is that it pumps out leads, right? Let's just say this is a tray that's pumping out leads. Okay, so this is Facebook, right? And what Facebook is doing is that Facebook is pumping out all these leads, okay, to who? It's pumping out these leads to you, okay, on a daily basis. Now, depending on your budget, right, will also depend on the amount of leads. Now, as you can see, there's about 4 leads over here, okay? So typically that's the amount of leads that we generate each and every single day for our clients. So we're looking at 4 leads per day, okay? 4 leads per day, right? Now, in order for Facebook to pump these kind of leads, right, obviously there is a process, interest targeting, making sure we've got the right ad copy and all of that. I'm not going to get into that. I've got videos, multiple videos on how we actually do that, our process and our templates. Just check it out on my previous videos. It's definitely there. But the purpose I'm just trying to make for this video over here is that you have to pay Facebook, right, in order for you to generate these leads, right? So what Facebook does is that Facebook has got a database of literally over 2 billion people in the world, okay? And ever since, you signed up to Facebook, or, just literally the whole data of Facebook, right? The 2 billion people that are currently on Facebook, right? Ever since they signed up on Facebook, Facebook has been tracking their every single movement online. Okay, so because they've been tracking their activity, because they've been tracking what they like, what they don't like, the pages that they're engaging in, the video comments, the videos that they're commenting on, the pictures that they're liking, what Facebook does is that it creates a profile. Okay, so let's just say your name is Mike, and what this basic profile means is that it has information about you, right? All your activities. Okay, it has all your activities. So basically imagine 2 billion profiles like this, Okay, obviously it's different interests, people with different tastes, different etc. But what Facebook does is that now, if Mike is someone who is interested in real estate, or let's just say, for example, Mike is a typical seller. He's someone who's looking to sell. He's someone who typically sells each and every single 5 years or 4 years or 3 years. What happens is that Facebook will then gather profiles like Mike and put them into sort of like a database, okay, where you have profiles like Mike, okay? Now this is worldwide, and this is also in your area. So what we're doing here is that we are basically creating ads, okay, to tap into this database like Mike, so that Mike can see our ad and essentially then, boom, get into the Facebook algorithm, the machine, and then process into a lead. That's how the process works, okay? On how we create the ads and how Facebook actually finds your targeted audience. Now, back to the point of this video. So now, if you are looking to generate $100,000 a month, or let me rather say a year, because $100,000 would mean you need to pump out an X amount of money. So let's just say, for example, this Facebook machine is like, okay, so we're gonna pump out 4 leads for you every single day. Now, in order for you to get one lead, right? In order for you to get one lead, it's gonna cost you, let's say 50 cents, right? 50 cents. So in order for you to get one lead, it's gonna cost you 50 cents. Okay, this could be dollars, this could be pounds, whichever currency you operate in. So if one lead costs you 50 cents, how much is 2 leads gonna cost you? It's gonna cost you $1. Okay, it's gonna cost you £1, it's gonna cost you a yen, it's gonna cost you a rand, depending on where you are. Okay, so I mean, this is where the maths comes in. Okay, so for example, if we want to generate 10 leads, okay, it's basically gonna cost us $5. If we want to generate 20 leads, it's gonna cost us $10. Do you get what I'm saying? So if we want to generate 100 leads, how much is it going to cost us? Okay, it is basically going to cost us $50 to generate 100 leads. Okay, now let's say, for example, out of the 100 leads that you get every day, you close about 5% of that, right? So out of those 100 leads, you basically close 5, right? You get 5 offers from those 100 leads, which will obviously in turn, in fact, maybe you get 1 deal out of that, okay? So for every 100 leads, you close 1 deal. So I think it's safe to say, let me actually just remove all of this. So I think it's safe to say that if, hold on, let me just remove this over here. I'm a little distracted right now. Let's increase the size of this. Okay, so I think it's safe to say, okay, that if getting 100 leads is gonna close you 1 deal, okay, and let's say your commission is $5,000, right? Just for the sake of this example here, let's say $5,000 is your commission, okay? So if you want to get to if you want to get to 6 figures a year, right? Because you need to be at least making $8.3 thousand every single month to make $100K a year, okay? This is not excluding licensing fees and all of that. I'm just giving you a total commission price, right? If it's gonna take you around $8.3 thousand to make $100,000 a year, okay, and then if 1 deal is gonna cost you, or is gonna get you around $5,000, okay, then I think it's safe to say that if you just get 2 deals, okay, you're good because you're making 10K. Now again, this is excluding licensing fees and all of that other jazz, okay? But the simple maths is that 2 deals will get you 10K. But if you remember, in the previous example, I said that if 100 leads gets you 5 offers and 1 deal, then what would 200 leads do for you? That's gonna get you, what? 10K. Because you're closing 2 deals, which means that you're getting $10,000. And then what happens if you happen to get 400 leads? That means you close 4 deals. You get what I'm saying? So that's how the maths work. And I think it's very important that you guys understand that, because it's essentially going to help you just really look at the maths, because that's all that's left. Because then you can tell yourself, okay, if I want to make 100K, okay, and if 100 leads gets me one deal, then all I need is to make 2 deals every single month to get to 6 figures, 100K. Now, if you're like, okay, if I want to basically make $500,000, you can do the maths. It's really that simple, guys. You just have to do the maths. And that's what we essentially do, and that's what we essentially walk through our clients, and we show them, listen, it is really quite easy once you understand the process and the dynamics behind it. It's just a matter of calculating and figuring out how many leads do you want. Now, this is where the important part comes in. Remember when I was talking about how Facebook will tell you how much it's going to cost you to get one lead, okay? So if one lead is going to cost you 50 cents, then you can obviously do the maths and then figure out how much it's going to cost you, okay, to get 100 leads, to get 200 leads. The reason why you want to figure out how many leads it's going to get you to close a deal is that we can start figuring out the maths. If you're closing one deal for every 100 leads, then we know for every 1,000 leads you're closing 10. Okay, so let's get back to this. So this is the Facebook ad calculator. Very simple. I'm just going to go through it. If you would like to know more, let me know. And, just set up a strategy session call with me and I'll be glad to go through this with you, okay? So this is the Facebook ad calculator. So essentially what you can do here is you can obviously enter your revenue target. So if you want to make 100,000, just like I said in the previous example, okay, and let's just say the average client worth, so this could also be a commission as well, it's around $4,000, okay? That basically means you'd need about 25 clients, okay, in order for you to make $100,000. Okay, so 25 clients divided by 12 months is basically around two deals a month, right? 2 deals a month, and then a month, where you're closing 3 deals, okay? So the lead conversion rate, the closing ratio. So again, right, how many, it's just in terms of, your percentage, what's your closing rate, right? Out of the people that you speak to on a daily basis or other leads that we provide for you, how many of those leads turn into appointments? Okay, and then of those leads, how many leads send in an offer? And out of those offers, how many deals do you close? Which is obviously going to be 1, depending on what's the strategy for your listing, okay? So now we can see here, number of leads required, 500. Again, we always like to make sure that you have multiple leads, right? And a large, healthy amount of leads, just so that you can factor in things like cancellation. Because at the end of the day, we can say, okay, if it's going to take you 100 leads to close one deal, we also need to factor in things like cancellations and no-shows, because they do happen. So it's always good to add in a healthy amount of leads, just so that you can offset the amount of people that cancel. So for example, if you're generating 100 leads, but 20 people cancel, then that basically means you need to generate 120 leads in order for you to then generate this 5%, okay? Because if you generate 100 leads, but then 80 people show up and 20 don't, then that's obviously going to affect your closing rate, and that's obviously going to affect your clients required, okay? So now, this is where the number of leads are necessary to book through certain funnels. So again, this goes through the process. I'm not going to go through it right now. I've got tons and tons of videos where I show you how it works, what is a funnel, how it works, etc. If you want to go check it out, then I will actually include it over here, and you can go check out those videos and see how the process works, okay? So then the third step is the opt-in landing page conversion rate. So again, go and watch those videos. It's basically going to show you the process of the Facebook ad, and then to the landing page, and what is the opt-in rate. So opt-in rate is, let's say for example, 100 leads go onto your landing page, and only 20 of them actually give you their details and convert into a lead. That is your opt-in. That's the opt-in your landing page conversion rate. Okay, if 10 people only gave you their details, that's a 10% conversion rate, and so forth. Okay. So then on our side, this is where we'll know that how many number of link clicks we need, right, in order for the landing page, in order for you to get a 20% conversion rate, as well as the number of leads, okay? So understand that we basically reverse engineer this whole process. We first look at how many clients you need, then we look at how many leads you need, then we look at how many clicks are needed, right, in order to get these amount of leads, okay? And then the fourth step is that now we need to look at your cost per click. So cost per click is basically how much is it costing us to get that specific click. So if people are clicking on your Facebook ad, how much is it costing us, okay? And then we also have the estimated ad click-through rate, okay? So how many people actually clicked and went to the actual landing page, okay? And then the reach required is basically how many people did we reach, all right? How many people do we need to reach in order for us to get 833 leads, okay? So this calculation is basically 416,667 people, okay? We need to reach this amount of people in order for us to get that amount of clicks, in order for us to get that amount of leads. And if you have a 5% closing ratio, that's how many clients you will get, okay, in that one specific year. And then this is where the results will come in. So now it's going to cost you around $4,166, okay, in order for you to get 4,167 clicks, in order for you to get 833 leads, in order, obviously, for you to then get 25 clients, okay? So that's how much it's going to cost for you to get $100,000 per year, okay? If everything goes accordingly, right? If your cancellation no-show rate is around 40%, if your conversion rate is around 5%, right? If your link clicks and your opt-in, if everything goes accordingly like this is how much it's going to cost you in order for you to get to 100,000. And to be honest, this is an amazing return on investment, because look at it this way: you putting in $4,000 and you're getting back $100,000. Right? Name me an investment that's going to get you this amount of returns in a space of a year. I'll wait. Okay? So if it's going to cost you $4,000 a year to make $100,000 a year, would that be a great investment for you? That's an insane return on investment. Okay? And this is essentially how it's done through these 4 steps. Okay? So, I really urge you guys to just look at this and just really understand that this is a very simple process, but in order for you to understand how to get to $100,000, you need to first look at how much you're going to be spending. But it's great to see the actual steps. Let's say, for example, you want to make $1 million, okay? It's a great way to also experiment, right? So in order for you to make $1 million, okay, and if the numbers are still the same, okay, if your commission is at 4K, for example, right, you'd need 250 clients that year, okay? You'd basically need 5,000 leads. Then you'd need to have 8,333 leads booked through the funnels, okay? Again, if the opt-in conversion page rate is still the same, you'd need around 41,667, right? Link clicks, okay? And on top of that, you would need to reach about 4 million people, right? Over 4 million people in your area. So this is very important as well, because you get certain agents that stay in small areas that's literally less than 500,000 people, and if they want to make $1 million, it's virtually impossible, because Facebook's not going to be able to reach that amount of people, because there's not too many people in your area. But if you live in a large place where there's a lot of people, right, over 4 million people, then you're good to go. You have a high propensity of making $1 million. Okay, but then look at the ad spend. You'd need to spend basically $41,000 in that course of a year in order for you to make $1 million. So you would basically need, let's calculate this here quick. You'd need to be spending around $3,472.25 in order for you to make $1 million. Right? That's 7 figures, right? Now that's insane. That's like, wow, okay, if I can just spend 3.4 grand to make $1 million every single year, that's insane, right? That's insane. Because basically you can spend basically one commission, right? You can just take one part of your commission and put it towards your ads every single month in order for you to get to $1 million. Can you see? It just goes back to the maths, right? Looking at the maths, looking at, okay, how much is it going to cost me to get to this specific point? And then you just reverse engineer everything. But I trust you guys got a lot of value from this. If you did, hit the subscribe button as well as smashing the like button just so that my video can reach as many people as possible, specifically real estate agents and brokers. Comment down below what you think about this Facebook ad spend calculator and if you want to hear more information about it. And yeah, if you want to find out more information about what we do and how we can specifically help you get 100 to even 1,000 to 4,000 leads, click on the link in the description. I've got a strategy session tag over there. You can click on it, set up an appointment with me, and we can talk further. But that's it from me, guys. Cheers.